Hi, here's an update from Erie, Pennsylvania. I called the Erie County Department of Health this afternoon, to find out who's testing for the Delta variant. The Erie County Department of Health told me that they do not test for the Delta variant, that they do not do the genetic sequencing in their facility, and that they are not the entity which sends out the samples to the labs such as University of Pennsylvania to have the genetic sequencing done to determine whether samples which test positive are Delta. The woman at the Erie County Department of Health said it was the Associated Clinical Laboratories that does that. So I called ACL, and the girl who answered the phone said, "No, we don't do that." I said, "Will you please ask your supervisor?" She asked the laboratory supervisor and was told the same thing. They do not send positive COVID samples received by their labs from various facilities like drugstores and hospitals. They don't send them out for genetic sequencing to test for Delta. They are only available to the Erie County Department of Health if the Department of Health requests a specific sample to be sent to them, the Erie County Department of Health, so that they can do with it what they will, which may or may not include sending it out for Delta genetic sequencing to another lab. I called the Erie County Department of Health back and told them what ACL told me. She said, "Well, it sounds like everybody's passing the buck. I will check on this and get back with you. What is your name and number?" Dr. Becky Dawson, who is our regional epidemiologist based in the Allegheny County, had told me basically what I was led to believe, which was that the health departments deal with this and don't do any testing on site, that they have to send everything they get to a lab which does the genetic sequencing. Only a few of these in the country, University of Pennsylvania having one of those such labs. Yet our broadcasters on our local news are allowing a representative from our county health department to declare that Delta, we should assume, is in Erie County. So I wonder if that's what all counties are assuming, that the Delta variant is here, even though in our specific county, I have yet to be able to determine who has made that determination, and through which outlet, and by which means, and by which action. This has been Ruth Ann Talks, ready to eat a cheese toast before she gives about 6 cello lessons and a couple violin online. Thanks, everybody.